All right, guys, we are going to be reviewing some information about data. So some of it you learned last year, and then some of it's going to be a little bit new. So we're going to start with what even is data, just a refresher. So data is a collection of facts, and it's typically numbers. And we gain data by asking questions. So we have two different types of data here. So one is categorical and one is numerical. And you learned these two last year. So to start off with, categorical data is based off of, or sounds like, categories. So whenever we ask questions that have to do with categories, we get categorical data. So what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Well, I could choose chocolate, strawberry, sherbet, vanilla, like all these different flavors. Those are categories. Which do you like better, dogs or cats? And I would either have to pick dogs or cats. So it's a category. If you respond with words with an answer, then it's considered categorical. And that's going to make sense when I go over to numerical here in a second. But some other categorical questions, or some other questions that would yield categorical data would be, what is your favorite season? So like spring, fall, summer. What is your favorite subject in school? And what kind of dessert do you prefer? Next up, we have numerical data, and that sounds like, yep, you guessed it, numbers. So whenever we ask questions and we get answers that have to do with numbers, we have numerical data. So how many scoops of ice cream did you get? Not the flavor, but how many scoops? And you would tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 for my friends that really enjoy ice cream. So you could also ask, how many pets do you have? Again, you have to answer with a number, so that is numerical. Not what kind of pet you have, but how many. So questions that start with how many or how old, or you have to answer with a number, is numerical data. And now in 5th grade, we are adding on another category, and it's just data that changes over time. And what I mean by that is the number of visitors each hour, for example. So let's say you were talking about a store and you tracked how many visitors were in the store at 8 a.m. and it was 5. And then at 9 a.m. you checked how many people were in the store and it was 10. So the data changes with the time, just like the number of items sold each day. So how many lollipops the store sold on Monday could be different from the number of lollipops they sold on the store on Tuesday. If you record your height for each year, so obviously you're going to grow. You're not going to be the same height you were when you were 2 years old. I would hope not, at least. If you record the animal population over a period of time, so tracking like how many zebras are in a certain area, that number can fluctuate based on how the environment is or hunting policies. So again, just data that changes over time. Really look for that timepiece. Notice it says each hour or each day, each year, over the years, each day. So that's going to be kind of your indicator for this is data that's taken over a period of time. And that's all. So now you're going to work with your teacher on sorting some data cards based on these 3 different categories.